conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. They'll snag it just inside the 10.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball in there.
Starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Moore will throw. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
On the ground, it's Hill. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Got it behind the line. It's Hooks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs, Dave.
There's a crease. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Now on the move. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Canes are rolling down the field.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the...
Has it! He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Now on the option. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Moore. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Davison. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Here's Mensah to throw.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this,
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
and he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last turning it on. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moore with the play fake. Looking for space to the left. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yards, and now really set up in a position to do a first and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. Turning on the Jets. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The Canes want to move quickly. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. This is a designed run. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe some room here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's more to throw. Here's the pressure. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback will keep it. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Mensah makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
He'll take it himself.
Come on, bro.
Makes it past the marker. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the...
Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Using his feet. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 18 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Texas A&M keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives to...
There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Wingo. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Throwing, Mensah. Looking left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that...
Look at this bullshit. Come on, Chuck. Come on, let me click on the motherfucker.
The second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they're not on the same page there.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Looking for an open area to his left. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. It's hooked. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Throwing more. Looking for the end zone.
Come on, bro.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and he falls incomplete.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore fires to the wideout. It's complete. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Mensah. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. A run for the quarterback.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like,
come on, bro.
He's got it on the outside. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit.
Come on, bro. Get on your fucking man.
And he will score! Touchdown, Canes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
You started spelling play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Gonna run it. It's Davison. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Started, staying in the play.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. And he's dragged down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. More to throw for it on 4th down. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the 1st down.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Davison. Got enough for the 1st. At the 20, he's got space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The running back has it. Maybe a crease.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's so stupid,
The
bro.
defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the run defense a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You got to be wondering if this coach is kicking himself right now for not attempting that field goal. You leave the offense on the field, don't get the execution you need, and you maybe have blown your opportunity to win this football game. Your defense has to come out now in this sudden change situation and save you. They've got to make a play.
Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red.
Yeah, I would challenge it too.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And, man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense that you thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
Backward brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
Tried this shit too early, going wrong.
It comes down to this. One more snap.
They're going to have to dupe a lot of people, my boy.
If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Here's Mensa to throw. Got him downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This dude talking all this.